Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever it is that you're located. This is Jasmine with Isla Luna Guidance, and today I woke up super early. The time changes here in the United States, and if I'm not mistaken, we've gained an hour. So I'm up early in the morning, and it's one of those days. Sundays, I normally sit down and I do my weekly divination. I'm going to apologize for the dogs in the background. I'm currently house and dog sitting for my sister, and so it's been a really nice weekend here with them, away from humans. Getting back to what I was going to say, so today is November 5th of 2017, and it's a Sunday, and I normally sit down and I do my week ahead spreads. This is my Sunday divination, self-care type of thing. And so I want to go ahead and I want to do a reading, random reading. I would like for this random reading to just be tied to the specific moment. Whenever you click on this video, I would love for this message to be able to resonate with you. So I've asked my spirit guides and angels, and then I've asked the universe, and I've sat here and meditated for a bit, and I've asked that they please provide guidance at this given moment. I'm going to start off using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland, and depending on how the reading goes, depending on what it is that Spirit decides to give us, I may do clarifications with the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. For sure, we're going to be doing Crystal Mandala Oracle by Alana Fairchild. It's one of my favorite cards. I feel like it provides a lot of spiritual insight into any given moment or situation. And I have other oracle cards here, but depending on how this message flows and how I'm feeling and whether or not I feel like we want to pull more oracle cards, then we will do so. We're just going to kind of go with the flow. So, angels and spirit guides, please provide us. Oh, that was very quick, okay? What we got here is material and spiritual prosperity. Wow. This is an amazing card, actually. And in the Psychic Tarot, this is actually what you would consider the Six of Pentacles, okay? So this could also have something to do with give and take. But for me, it's very specific. I like to view this card as a time when you are giving that give and take. And I want to say that this is more geared towards spirituality. I feel like this is more on a spiritual base. I feel like a lot of the veils that were over people's third eye, is being cleared away, or it has been lifted. I feel that people are starting to really tap into their spirituality a lot more. And I feel like people are starting to understand a little bit better energy flow and how things like that work. And I feel like by knowing this, it is providing the blessings of material and spiritual prosperity. You know, this person knows that they have what they need to get to this prosperity. You know, they know the balance. They know the give and take. To me, this is also about awakening. I don't know why, but those trees and these two fountains are, to me, like the number 11. It's like you're seeing 1111 everywhere, or you're seeing the number 1. However you want to see that. Maybe you're seeing repeating numbers, but to me, this is more 11 based, like that number 1111. I know I've been through this before, and I feel like I am again awakening to even more now. And I mean, I can't even tell you how much. Every time I check my phone, every time I look at the time, every time I'm looking on the stereo, I'm looking at the miles in my car, I'm seeing the number 11. And I'm pretty sure that there are some people out there who are also seeing the number 11 as well. So I feel like this card came out to remind us that, we do need to take into consideration the balance and act that it takes, the give and take, and that, by being able to master that, I feel that this leads us to that material and spiritual prosperity. This is also the number 6. And as we all know, that, once we reach the 9, the 9 of Pentacles in this specific scenario that I'm giving you right now, the 9 is like that ultimate success, the 9 of Pentacles. You're at the completion. It is when you are sitting fulfilled, knowing that, you've got this. You're grounded in that approach. And so I feel like here, we're getting there. We're getting there. And we know what it is, what it's going to take in order for us to get there. And it's so funny because this is an earth manifestation, right? So we're manifesting, but I also feel like this card also speaks of passion. And the reason why I say that is because the border is red, even though this is having to do with the earthly manifestation. I also feel that action, this passion is here as well. It's there. He's wearing red and he's looking straight ahead. He's looking straight ahead at this sun, at the happiness that the sun also being a star, as we know that, he's looking straight at it. His wishes and his fulfillments are there. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting from that. And you know what? Let's go ahead and I want to go ahead and see what else, what other messages we could get. And I'm going to use the Bonfire Tarot for this. And this, I'm going to just show you really quick. It is a beautiful deck. It is based off of tattoo art. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. So, Spirit guides and angels, please clarify material and spiritual prosperity. 6 of Pentacles here. And please give us additional insight. Additional insight. Additional insight. The material and spiritual prosperity, which is the 6 of Pentacles. Oh, they're really hard. They're really giving me a hard time to shuffle here. Ooh. Looks like there's a lot that wants to come out. Dear spirits and angel guides, please. I'm gonna have to shuffle up here really quick, you guys. It's really... Okay, there's one more. Oh my. Ah! Hold on. Oh. Just fell all over the place. Well, the 6 of Pentacles came out again. Give me 1 second. All right. So, the 6 of Pentacles came out. And that's the only card that flipped up. And for me, that means that I needed to take that card. And so, this is really interesting, you guys. While I was shuffling, I also saw the 9 of Pentacles, but it did not fall out. But I did touch very briefly about the 9 of Pentacles. And so let me show you really quickly what came out here. The first card that came out was the Hanged Man. And this is a major arcana. To me, this card is talking about the acquired knowledge that we have in order to create this material and spiritual prosperity. The Hanged Man is viewed in many different ways, and I'm reading intuitively right now, and I'm going to tell you what it is that I'm feeling inside. I feel like you have the knowledge there. You've been sitting on this knowledge, and now it is time for you to put into and to work this knowledge. It's time for you to this looks like an eye to me. I never really looked at it. Let's see. Is it an eye? It's possible that it may symbolize an eye, but for me, it always looked like the third eye. I feel like you've got the knowledge. You've been sitting on this knowledge for a while. You know, you've got money on fire over here. That's really interesting. That's the first time I see that. So, you guys, I mean, I even talked about passion in this card. I feel like you've got this passion, you've got the power, you've got the knowledge. It's time for you to get out of this sort of hanging man energy. And it's not a bad energy. I feel like this is when you, oops, I'm sorry, you guys. I feel like this is when you, excuse me, sorry, let me fix that. I feel like this is when you've kind of taken a step back to view, to understand what it is that you are seeing, or what knowledge you've acquired. It has required some change of perspective. I don't think that we ever come out of this position without some sort of a change of perspective. And I feel like it's a good change of perspective. I feel like this change of perspective is going to help get to this material and spiritual prosperity. And then, you know, the Six of Coins came out again. And this is the same card in the Psychic Tarot, basically. So, you know, the Six of Coins is, you know, basically, I feel like maybe with this Hanged Man here, there's been some sort of perspective or change of perspective, you know, when it comes to the Six of Coins energy, when it comes to this material and prosperity, material and spiritual prosperity. You are understanding the process of the give and the take. You are understanding, I feel that you are understanding that sometimes you do have to lose some pentacles. You're going to gain some, but you're going to lose some. And I feel like before, maybe you may have struggled with that perspective. Now, I'm really seeing the Six of Coins in a very different light today. I normally see this as like the balancing act of the give and the take, whereas, you know, you're trying to figure out how to provide over here and how to provide over here, right? And I feel like maybe you're starting to understand that sometimes, just sometimes, you got to lose some to gain some. And I feel like maybe you have already lost some. And now you, after going into this Hanged Man energy and looking at your perspective and understanding what it is that you learned from this, you know, same cards, that you've learned from this. And now you are putting that into work. And I feel like now that you understand that sometimes there is going to be a bit of sacrifice, okay, needed in order to gain the material and spiritual prosperity. And you're understanding this balancing. You're understanding the balance. But you're also understanding that sometimes it can be out of balance. But now that you've gone in and now that you've understood sacrifice, you're beginning to move forward, and you're moving forward into the material and spiritual prosperity. And very soon you're going to be at that Nine of Pentacles. Okay? That is what I'm getting from this very heavily. And I'm trying to position this to see if you can see it. This is my journal, you guys. This is actually a journal of mine that I made. I painted this, and I actually call it Either. And I really like this journal as a place to lay my cards down, because I feel like it's such a fitting picture that I drew one day while outside after I read some tarot cards, and I just felt like I needed to draw my journal. So It's great, you guys. Getting back to the reading, I tried to lay them out so that you can see the cards, but that's honestly that's really what I got from this reading. That's the most. That's the most loud and clear message that I've gotten about the Six of Pentacles ever. Because I too have been going through this perspective change, this shift of perspective, you know, when it comes to the giving and the taking. I've realized that, you know, the give and the take sometimes does require sacrifice. It does require sacrifice at times. And sometimes that sacrifice is good sacrifice. And I feel like this has been a good sacrifice. I feel like this has not been for nothing. I feel that being in this energy has really woken up to, you know, how this works. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and let's pull something from the Crystal Mandala Oracle from Alana Fairchild. Dear Spirit, guides, angels are not ready yet. Can you please provide one Crystal Mandala Oracle, the most important, to finish off this reading today about material and spiritual prosperity. Your spirit guides and angels, and please provide me with one card. Your spirit guides and angels. Okay, we got something here. Okay, wild compassion. And do you see who we have there? Ascended Master Buddha. Yay. I like Buddha. I love Buddha. All right. So let me fix this. Look at this card, you guys. Look at the beauty in this card. Ascended Master Buddha and Peridot. Wild compassion. All right. So in my mind's eye, I'm going to say this right now. Like, I feel like you're compassionate, and it's to the point that it's wild and it's untamed. Yes, wild compassion, as we can see that there. But I feel like this wild compassion is not for any reason, you know, as long as we're keeping in mind, you know, the balance of the give and the take. But I also feel like this is spiritually, this is a very spiritual reason behind the type of compassion that you have. And I feel like it's part of your life's purpose. This wild compassion, you know, I feel like it's innocent, like, and it brings that innocence to other people. I see babies here. I don't know if you see that. I never noticed that in this card. It looks like babies, but it's Buddha. But to me, it looked like babies. When I'm looking at it through the video, babies, innocence. There has to be a certain innocence for compassion. It's very hard for people to lose trust, lose faith, and not have compassion in people. And I don't know who this is for, and it's coming very loud and clear. You know, it's time to bring back that innocence in order to be able to show that compassion. This is probably part of your life purpose. You know, we have that charity, the give and the take in the Six of Pentacles, Six of Coins, material and spiritual prosperity. Okay. Charity. Maybe it is time for you to embrace that wild compassion that you do have. And this is such a beautiful card. I mean, look at this. I am going to get the book. And I want to go ahead and I want to read. I want to read what it is that is said about this card, Wild Compassion. Because I've received this card before, and I received different messages for it. And I would like to go ahead and read what it says here. And basically what it says here is, we bring you the blessing of wild compassion. What if a restriction now could prepare you to receive greater freedom in the not too distant future, and to be able to appreciate, enjoy, and fully receive that freedom? What if growing pains now would strengthen you to be ready to receive a life-changing opportunity headed your way? What if rest and time to just be at this moment would help you build up your reserves of vital energy for a time in the future when you will be asked to step up, perhaps to lead or use your energy in some way to support many? Wild compassion is at work in your life, and you can trust that it knows what you need and when, and will deliver it with unsurpassed grace. You guys, this is completely tying in with the Six of Coins, or Six of Pentacles, material and spiritual prosperity. Charity. It is given to you the strength to be able to provide for others, to help for others. Charity is being given to you. The divine is giving you this energy, this blessing to be able, okay? I feel like it's telling you that you've gone in, you understand what it is to sacrifice, you now understand the balancing that needs to be done. And, you know, it's time for you to do your light work. I feel like whoever this is speaking to, the divine is telling you that your life purpose is through charity, is to be compassionate, is to be able to help people. It is to be able to harness that energy and to help others. This is an absolutely beautiful message. Okay? And with that, I leave you. I hope that you enjoyed this message, and that whoever this message was for, that it reached them. I want to thank you very much for watching this video. You can find me on Instagram at Isla Luna Tarot, all together. Okay. And this is Jasmine with Isla Luna Guidance on YouTube. And I hope that you enjoyed this message. God bless, love and light blessings. Namaste. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.